Indiana Jones versus Nathan Drake. Two icons, two treasure hunters, two legends. But when you really sit down and compare the two, one of them stands out as the deeper, more emotionally complex, more human character. And honestly, it's Nathan Drake. Indy may have paved the way, but Drake took the foundation and built something much more layered. Let me break it down. Indiana Jones is timeless, but he is also static. Each movie is basically a standalone episode. Indy goes on a wild adventure, cracks some jokes, saves the day, and by the next film, it's like none of it ever happened. His character doesn't really carry emotional weight from one story to the next. He's the same Indy every time. Cool, fearless, sarcastic, and the world around him resets. I will say, I know the films are chronologically ordered, but still that doesn't change the fact that there is an evolution in his character. Not saying he's a bad character. Nathan Drake is the complete opposite. His story isn't made of separate adventures, it's one long life. Follow from beginning to end. Every decision he makes comes back. Every lie, every betrayal, every injury, every loss. It sticks with him. And that creates something Indiana Jones never really had, emotional continuity. One of the biggest differences between them is that Drake isn't just chasing treasure, he's battling addiction to adventure. It's in his blood. It's the rush that keeps pulling him back, even when he knows it's tearing his life apart. You see him try to settle down, you see him promise Elena he's done, you see him try to live normally, but he can't. He's drawn to danger, like a magnet. He's the type of person who feels more alive dangling from a plane than sitting on a couch. Indiana Jones likes adventure, Nathan Drake needs it. That addiction makes Drake more complex and more human. He isn't just a hero, he's a flawed guy trying to grow. Where Indy finishes an adventure and moves on, Drake finishes an adventure and carries the emotional weight into the next one. You watch him struggle with guilt, fear, obsession, and the consequences of trying to live two lives, the treasure hunter and the husband. And let's talk action. Indy has classics, the boulder, the truck chase, iconic scenes that shaped movie history. Nathan's world is built to push him to the edge of death every single chapter. Falling out of airplanes, sprinting through collapsing buildings, climbing trains, dangling off cliffs, surviving pirate wars, Drake's adventures feel like Hollywood turned to 11, and every time he survives something insane, you see it take its toll on him afterward. And then there's the relationships. Drake's connection to Sully, Elena, and Sam are the emotional heartbeat of the entire journey. They grow, they break, they heal, and they change him. Indy has strong relationships too, but they don't evolve the same way. They don't shape him across multiple stories. Drake's relationships define his development. So when you compare the two, it's not about who has the cooler hat or the crazier stunts. It's about who feels like a more complete, evolving character. Indiana Jones is a legendary symbol. Nathan Drake is a fully realized human being. Indiana Jones walks so Nathan Drake could run, and then fall out of a plane, climb back up and joke about it, and finally learn what actually matters in life. I would also like to add a section of video talking about how both the characters' stories ended. Obviously, I feel like Nathan Drake has the upper hand because there's more continuity in who's creating the story. Whereas Indiana Jones had Spielberg for the first 3 films that were really good. Spielberg was forced to come back, didn't make such a good film, and now somebody else came along and made a really shitty film that finished off his story. Which is really unfortunate to see a character you like go out that way. And then Nathan Drake is obviously a more lucky character. He got a send-off that was proper and faithful to his character with massive respect towards him. Anyways, let me know in the comments what you think. If you think Nathan's better than Indy or Indy better than Nathan, I would love to hear your points and what you think of this matter. Anyways, thanks for watching.